Hey everybody, and welcome to a red hot edition of Janu 856. This week in Disney Sorcerer's Arena, my club is taking on the Heroic Raid. So Plan B is getting all our content creators together, and we're kind of using our resources to help out the club, showcase some of the teams, and help out the community as large as well. I know Fate with the Badge has put together an incredible Eve team, and he's been super generous with sharing the mechanics and how that works. Disney Crew has become the Ian Whisperer. You can check out his YouTube on his Ian team. Believe me, it's amazing. So this week, I'm going to bring to you my Machine Gun Hades team. Let me tell you, everybody, I love this team. It does huge damage. It works great on a multitude of Titans. But we're going to look at a rock setup this week, since primarily Eve is used for Tornado, and the Ian teams are used for Lava. I saw an opportunity to take on the rock. The Machine Gun Hades variant that I put together has, of course, Hades in it. It has Pain and Panic and Ursula. They're the main core. I add to that Dr. F and Jack Skellington. And I do this so I can set up a double taunt, so I can get my empowers, and I can really charge this team up. It's free to play. There's no huge people out there that you have to get. So let's take a look at the team. I got them all stoned and broomed up, and see how we do. Okay, first thing we want to do is get Fear on the board. We have Fear on the one side. Dr. F uses his taunt to put the taunt on the heal. The reason he does this is because when the heal dies, it's going to empower Ursula, and hopefully Hades as well. Now we have Jack Skellington using his third move to put the taunt on the second heal. This is going to further protect our team from damage. Now you see the rock, he goes, he kills the heals, everybody gets empowered, and you have a pretty good start for what you want to do. Ursula's got her damage up, she can give the big hits, and Hades does the big assists. So this is pretty much the best you can hope for. Now I want to talk about spells. First, you're going to want to use Shadow on Pain and Panic. This is key because it just brings this call to assist, you use his basic, and you get more and more damage. The second move you're going to use when available is going to take turn meter down on the boss, and that's going to let you get even more and more attacks in. Okay, by now the rock's getting a little angry. But the good thing is Jack Skellington's got his turnaround, and you can put Fear now on both sides of the rock. Now you can get yourself maximum damage, keep shadowing those Pain and Panics, and use those basics. If you get a Dr. F taunt, you can put it on the shadow, and then when that dies, it'll boost up your whole team and give you more healing to keep the team going longer. Okay, now that we're getting down towards the end, you want to make sure that Pain and Panic and Hades are your last one left. Keep the hammer in your pocket and hold on to it so you get those two left. You can see the damage that they're still able to rack up. I've got 16k on basics. I've got Pain and Panic hitting for 13k on basics. And they're calling to assist each other the whole time through my whole run and show you how it goes. This is the Machine Gun Hades from Hell that I call it. And I'll take you through step by step and show you the way everything works. We got your Rock Titan here, which is usually your first up. You're going to want to take him out fast. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to put your Fear on the board. Now he's got Fear on the one side. Now, you go through your motions and you get your hits in. Make sure to switch them back and forth. So this way, you stay off from power longer and longer. The eels come in, they do their thing. Their job really is just to die. Because when they die, then they empower Ursula and Hades and get the machine gun going. So they're going to come in, smackety smack, and we're going to take some more turn meter off so we can get some extra hits in. It's guaranteed turn meter removal. You can't beat it. So at this point, we're ready for Dr. F. Now put his taunt on the heel. This is the one that sets up the rock as he's about to go. To kind of empower your team and charge them up faster. So as we watch, the rock certainly does its job. He takes those eels out with a minimum of damage to the rest of the team. So at this point, we're going to take the second one and we're going to put that on. That extends things, gives a little more sustainability to our team, and now we've got both Hades and Ursula empowered. So now the mechanics are set up. We're going to switch back and forth again. make sure that we stave off the empower. You want to kind of keep your damage even on both ends of the rock when you're fighting the two-headed rock. The good thing is, Hades does that for you. When he does his machine gun, he shoots both sides. So that helps out a lot. You can see now, chipping away, you're using your basics. You don't use the polymorphs because they don't do anything against the rock. So you can just skip those moves entirely when it comes to Ursula and Dr. Rapp. They could be used on a different team, like Vice. At this point now, the eels are dying out. So when they die out, then what you want to do is you want to hurry up and get Shadow going. You get the Shadow going, Shadow Pain and Panic. You can bring extra calls to assist, and then when the Shadow dies, Dr. S passive heals up the rest of the team, giving it added sustainability. So the machine gun's working its magic. Ursula's getting her shots in. Even on a basic, you can see she's getting 8K with 2 shots. That's 16K on a basic. Dr. F, he's doing his job, and we still have everybody at full health. So that's the big thing going forward, because here comes the rock for number 2, and he's going to work on Jack Skellington. Now, this is a good thing, because again, Jack's gotten his spear out. So after that, Jack's kind of done his job. He's done his taunt, he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So Jack would be the ideal first sacrifice in this team. And it just so happens that the rock obliges us. Pain and Panic comes in, more terminal removal. That's great. Ursula, at this point, she's hitting all her moves, she's putting all her buffs out. And everybody's really, really chugging along well. I get an extra taunt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, throw that out on a Shadow. So this way, when the Shadow dies, again, it buffs up our whole team. Instead of losing valuable HP, now the rock's getting mad. Okay, he's doing his smashy. That's going to set off Hades with his combust. Every time Pain and Panic takes damage, or a Shadow takes damage, it's going to call Hades again. You get that machine going now. But at this point, Hades is hitting for 10K. Look at those shots on both sides of the rock. It's incredible damage. We still have our taunt out on the Shadow. So this way, heals go up when that dies. Then Hades goes again. Like that wasn't enough. Wow, we're really making him mad now. Alright, I still have a hammer in my pocket. So I'm going to just keep chugging along. 20K hits. And then you get the counterattack from Hades, which is another extra turn. Again, we're looking at kill order now. Dr. F goes down. Again, he's done his job admirably. He's thrown out a couple of taunts. And at this point, we've gotten both rockheads empowered. Once that triggers, then you just want to do as much damage as you can. And you can see, ideally, we have our hammer with our Hades and our Pain and Panic left. So we can just keep chugging it along for as long as the rock gives us. And he gives us a couple of pretty good shots. We're able to get some decent extra damage in there. I would have loved to be able to use a hammer. I held on to it for as long as I could. But when death finally became me, it didn't give me an option. So two-headed rock, one of the hardest titans in the game. And when you look at the score, hey, I didn't do too bad. So this is my machine gun Hades team. Guys, I hope you enjoyed some of the key points in some of the walkthroughs. And if you have any questions about the team, put it in the comments. I'd like this to facilitate a lot of conversation. If you go over to my Twitter account at Johnny856, I'll put the link down there. Then I talk about a lot of my DSA stuff and a lot of this heroic stuff. And look for me on Twitch, where you'll see me on, streams with guys like Fate with a Badge, where we've been working out like little raid schools where we've been walking people through the team. So thanks again. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Happy January, everybody, from Johnny856.